Hi and welcome to this autoemotional.com presentation for an absolutely fantastic Mini Cooper. This car, as you can see right from the off, is not your average run-of-the-mill car. It is presented in the only colour for a British racing car in British Racing Green. The car has got a host of upgrades, all that have come from a very establishment that will only supply the best for a car that is deserving of it. The car is a 1995 on an M-Reg and is coming with a long MOT and 6-month brand new road tax. As you can see, there are numerous upgrades to this car that have really helped it in its prestigious racing career. I will actually start by popping the engine open just so that you can see some of the bits and bobs that have made this car special, and indeed a bit of a champion on the racing scene. You've obviously got the race strap there and the John Cooper livery. For those of you in the know, will notice a few tweaks under the bonnet here, being the K&A filter, and it's actually been rebored to about 1.4 litre, so obviously the grunt from the car is far superior than the average Mini Cooper, but all done in the most sympathetic and correct manner. No cheap bits and bobs used on this very special car. As you can see, in fantastic condition. Tiny bit of rust and a bit of a dent there, but nothing when you compare the vehicle for exactly what you're getting. The car also benefits from the RC40 exhaust and manifold, which again you can't really see but can definitely feel when you're on the road. You've also got the Racing Wello steel wheels, all with absolutely brilliant rubber all the way around. British Motor Racing Corporation sticker there, as well as the Hill Climb and Sprint Association, for which this car was built for, Goodwood Festival of Speed, and again very importantly the Aston Martin Club racing scene, because this car was actually owned by Aston Martin Owners Club member, and the Mini Cooper register is where the car can also be found. You've got the chrome racing wing mirrors and of course the livery on the doors, and when you peer into the vehicle you can of course see the fully fitted out safety devices roll cage. The interior of the car in absolutely fantastic condition, no splits in the dash, brilliant roof lining with that roll cage sympathetically put in, and very secure if the car ever does shake and roll. But to be honest, anyone who's ever driven a Mini Cooper knows that these things handle absolutely like go-karts when you're on the road. The 3/4 view just as attractive as all the others on these dinky little cars, but even being 6'2" and 17 stone, the car absolutely transports me to no end. Around the back in very good condition. All the glass work around the car, front, rear windscreen, side glass, headlights and tail glasses, all in fantastic condition. Tiny little mark on the bumper there. Again, the car's always been kept in such fantastic condition. As you can see, these boot lids do tend to suffer with a bit of rust. Absolutely perfect. All the hinges, the spare wheel, and the second spare wheel in there as well. The car itself got the little speakers on the rear shelves with that operational factory fitted Rover stereo. Again, the car itself really deserving of its reputation as a fun and action-packed little vehicle. Every time you get in it just absolutely puts a smile on your face, and not only that, also the faces of fellow classic Mini owners, as you can see, passed by scrutineer Aston Martin Owners Club. Numerous stickers there. Again, all the wheels and tyres in absolutely fantastic condition, holding this vehicle up and around corners exactly as it should. The car then presented in the British Racing Green on an M-Reg 1995 with the white roof, and stepping into the vehicle into the driver's side, again more upgrades are noticed. You've of course got the brushed aluminium window winders, and the door opening. You've also got the fire extinguisher, safety precaution there, thankfully never used thus far. You've also got the fully fitted Sparco racing seat, as well as the Willans racing harness, which really does hold you securely in this very snug chair. And again, as I said, being 6'2", you simply climb into it and the seats hug you as though they were built like a glove. Closing the door, very solid snug sound there. You've got numerous bells and whistles to get on with in this particular vehicle. You can see the little red light flashing there being the alarm. You've of course got the key fob to switch that off, and the car then starts on the button each and every time. All the lights come on as required and go out, and as you can see, absolutely on the button. The car itself, as mentioned previously, coming with the Rover stereo, fully operational with the balance, tone, mono and loud, search and cassette facilities as well. You've obviously got the depth and fan for the cars coming through the vents there. As you can see, a little bit of soft dust just blowing around. Switching that off, you've obviously got the warning lights, the rear demister, the fogs, the hazards and the illumination for the vehicle, and you can see the pods just light up slightly there. Of course, you can turn the temperature hot or cold, and the engine is just currently sitting on a near unbelievable 46,026 miles. That is backed up by a comprehensive service history as well as all the old MLTs, and that's due to the fact that the car was taken, souped up, raced and then put in dry storage for a couple of years before coming back onto the road. As you can see, the engine absolutely beautiful, free revving, and if I pop the door open, we'll try and get a sound of the raspy engine note that's exiting through the exhaust. Again, a brilliant note, really does put a smile on your face. You've also got the Cooper upgraded gear knob there, and lots of paperwork with this particular vehicle. As you can appreciate, the owners have always taken very, very good care of her. The full and complete logbook, clear title with just 2 previous owners, the MLT which takes you all the way up to January 2010. You've also then got numerous bills and paperwork, all of which detail the car's history on the little bits and bobs it's had done, as well as all the service and bills and receipts, in-car entertainment manual, and again all of this will be detailed on the autoemotional.com advertisement. The car also appeared in Collectors, Motor Cars and Automobilia, as you can see a little cutout there, and that all-important service book, which again all the services have been detailed on autoemotional.com, but as you can see, fully stamped up with numerous mileages and stamps there. The car really is just wanting for a new owner now, just to get in and have just as much fun as the previous occupants did. All the glass around the car in totally fantastic condition. That roll cage really does give you that confidence if you do want to put your foot down on this thing, of course not on the public roads. And the seats all in fantastic condition, including the driver's upgraded Sparco race seat with Williams harness. The operation of all the pods and gauges are exactly as they're meant to be, with that uprated 1.4 litre engine, all the brushed aluminium work for the winders and the door openers, as well as the Cooper Motolita leather hand stitch steering wheel and the Cooper gear knob. The car really is in fantastic condition and is a pleasure to drive and a privilege to sell. We hope that its new owner gets as much pleasure from this particular vehicle as its previous owners did, and cherish it as much as they did too. Any inquiries, please do not hesitate to contact us directly at autoemotional.com, where the comprehensive service will be detailed, and editorial detailing all the special operations of this car. Everything works on her, the indicators, the horns, the wipers, absolutely everything. There's nothing untoward in the vehicle, and it's been raced in a very sympathetic way for hill starts and climbs and such, and all the work's been carried out by professionals and driven by semi-professional drivers as well. So once again, this 1995 Mini Cooper up for sale and looking for a good home. Any inquiries, autoemotional.com, and we thank you very much for watching our presentation on this very special Mini Cooper.